Have you ever caught yourself staring at the mirror, wondering where all that youthful energy went? Maybe your knees creak a little more when you stand up, or your memory takes a few extra seconds to catch up. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone, and you're certainly not broken. You're just human, and as we age, our bodies naturally start to slow down. But here's the good news. There are simple, powerful changes you can make starting right now that can help you feel stronger, think clearer, and even look younger. And believe it or not, it all starts with what's on your plate. Now, I'm not talking about going on a strict diet or giving up everything you love. That's no fun, and frankly, not necessary. What I'm about to share with you today are 6 longevity foods that, when added to your daily routine, can help support your energy levels, keep your brain sharp, and promote healthy aging well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. These are everyday foods you've probably seen before, but when you know how to use them right, they can work wonders. Let's start with a question. How often do you eat berries? Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries. They may seem small, but don't let their size fool you. Berries are loaded with antioxidants, which are like little warriors inside your body, fighting off the stress and inflammation that speed up aging. But that's not all. Berries are especially good for your brain. Studies have shown that older adults who eat berries regularly tend to maintain their memory better over time. That's right. Snacking on a handful of blueberries a few times a week can help you stay sharp and focused, even as the years go by. And the best part? They're delicious, easy to add to breakfast or a smoothie, and they don't feel like a chore to eat. Now, while we're on the topic of easy additions to your meals, let's talk about leafy greens. I know, you've heard this one before, but hear me out. Leafy greens like spinach, kale, and Swiss chard are packed with vitamins and minerals that your body absolutely loves, especially as you age. Vitamin K, for instance, plays a major role in bone health, and magnesium helps keep your muscles and nerves functioning properly. But there's another benefit that's often overlooked. Greens are powerful when it comes to protecting your heart. They help keep your blood pressure in check and improve circulation, which means your heart doesn't have to work as hard. Here's something simple you can do. Instead of pushing salad to the side of your plate, make it the star. Add a handful of spinach to your scrambled eggs. Throw some kale into a soup, or blend a few greens into a smoothie if you don't love the taste. The key is to make it easy, something that doesn't feel like a big change, but still gives your body what it needs to thrive. Now, let's take a step back and think about energy. You know that sluggish, low-energy feeling that sometimes creeps in after lunch? The one where you just want to lie down. Even if you haven't done much that day, a lot of that can come down to what we eat. And one food that can actually boost your energy and keep you feeling full longer is nuts. Yes, almonds, walnuts, pistachios, and even cashews. These little guys are full of healthy fats, protein, and fiber. They help balance your blood sugar, so you don't get those crashes after meals. And they're great for your heart and brain. Walnuts in particular are rich in omega-3s, which support memory and cognitive function, something many of us become more concerned about after 65. The best part? You don't need a ton. Just a small handful each day as a snack or toss into a salad can make a big difference. But let's pause here for a second. I know life after 65 can bring all kinds of challenges. Maybe you've lost a bit of your appetite, or cooking feels like more of a hassle than it used to. That's why these foods are so helpful. They're simple, tasty, and don't require a lot of prep. It's about working smarter with your body, not harder. You've earned that right. So far, we talk about berries, leafy greens, and nuts. 3 incredibly powerful, feel-good foods that are easy to add into your day. And the truth is, it's not about overhauling everything at once. Even if you start by swapping out one snack or adding one healthy habit a week, that's a win. The goal is to nourish your body from the inside out, so you can keep enjoying the things and people you love most. Let me know when you're ready for part 2, and I'll continue with the next set of longevity foods in the same style. Now, let's keep going with more of these amazing foods that don't just fill your stomach. They help you feel alive, alert, and energized well into your golden years. Let's talk about something that might already be in your pantry. Beans. You might be surprised, but beans are one of the most underrated superfoods out there, especially for folks over 65. Whether it's black beans, lentils, chickpeas, or navy beans, they're full of plant-based protein, which helps maintain muscle mass. And maintaining muscle is so important as we age. It keeps you strong, steady on your feet, and active. Now, here's something a lot of people don't realize. After 60, we naturally start to lose muscle each year, even if we're still moving around a lot. But eating the right foods, like beans, can help slow that down. Not only do beans provide protein, they also come packed with fiber. Fiber helps keep your digestion running smoothly and your blood sugar stable, so you don't get those sudden energy dips or cravings for sugary snacks. And don't worry, beans aren't boring. You can toss them into a salad, add them to soups, or even make a warm bean stew. And if you're short on time or energy, canned beans are just fine. Just give them a rinse, and they're ready to go. Simple, satisfying, and incredibly good for your heart and your energy. Speaking of heart health, let's shift to something that's often called liquid gold, extra virgin olive oil. If you're still cooking with margarine or processed vegetable oils, it might be time to rethink that. Olive oil is rich in healthy fats, particularly something called monounsaturated fats. These are the good fats. Your heart loves them, your brain thrives on them, and your skin glows because of them. One of the most powerful things olive oil does is reduce inflammation. And that's key, because chronic inflammation is one of the silent drivers of aging. It contributes to joint pain, memory problems, fatigue, and even serious diseases. By simply switching your cooking oil to olive oil or drizzling some on your veggies or toast, you're helping your body fight that fire from inside. Now, a lot of people ask me, but what about the calories in oil? And that's a fair question. Yes, olive oil has calories, but it's about quality, not just quantity. A little goes a long way, and the benefits far outweigh the numbers on the bottle. Think of it as fuel, not just food. Fuel for your cells, your brain, and your overall vitality. Now, let's switch gears and talk about something sweet. Dark chocolate. Yes, you heard that right. Not all sweets are created equal, and when it comes to feeling younger and boosting your mood, a small piece of dark chocolate can go a long way. I'm talking about the kind that's at least 70% cocoa. That's the kind that's packed with antioxidants and brain-boosting compounds. Dark chocolate helps improve blood flow, supports heart health, and even helps protect your memory. And let's not ignore the emotional side of it. Enjoying a piece of chocolate with your afternoon tea or after dinner can bring a little joy to your day. And joy is just as important to longevity as any vitamin or mineral. So go ahead, treat yourself, but choose the kind that loves your body back. Now, at this point you might be thinking, okay, these foods sound great, but how do I make this stick? How do I turn this into something real and sustainable? The secret is to start small and stay consistent. You don't need to throw out everything in your kitchen or change every meal overnight. Just start by adding one of these foods each week. Swap out your snack for a handful of walnuts. Use olive oil instead of butter. Add a few more greens to your plate. Over time, these tiny shifts become habits, and those habits become your lifestyle. And here's another helpful tip. Keep your kitchen friendly to your future self. Keep berries in the freezer, have beans ready to go in the pantry, and keep a bottle of olive oil on the counter so it's easy to reach. Make healthy choices the easy choices. When something is convenient, you're more likely to stick with it, and your body will thank you every single day. You've lived a full, rich life up to this point. You've seen the world change, overcome challenges, and cared for people you love. Now it's time to care for yourself with the same attention and kindness. These foods aren't just about living longer. They're about living better, waking up with more energy, walking into a room, and remembering why you're there, laughing without joint pain, feeling confident in your own skin. So far, we've gone over berries, leafy greens, nuts, beans, olive oil, and even dark chocolate. And what do they all have in common? They're simple, they're nourishing, and they help your body work with you, not against you. And the beauty of it all is that you don't need a special diet or a complicated meal plan to get started. You just need to start one meal, one choice at a time. And believe me, your body will notice. Let's take a moment and think about how far you've come in life. You've built memories, weathered storms, and learned more than most people ever will. And now, in this chapter, it's not about chasing youth. It's about feeling your best every single day. That's where these longevity foods come in. They aren't about turning back the clock. They're about fueling your body, your mind, and your spirit so you can live fully with strength, clarity, and joy. Now, there's one more food I want to talk about, and it might just be the most powerful one of all, fermented foods. Now, before you wrinkle your nose, let me explain why these foods are so essential, especially after 65. As we age, our gut health becomes even more important. A healthy gut doesn't just mean smooth digestion. It means stronger immunity, clearer thinking, better moods, and even more energy. Fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, miso, and even a little kombucha are loaded with probiotics. These are the friendly bacteria that help keep everything balanced inside your digestive system. When your gut is happy, the rest of your body feels it too. You may notice fewer stomach upsets, more regularity, less bloating, and a more stable mood. Some people even find their joints feel better and their skin clears up. It's amazing how everything is connected. Yogurt is one of the easiest ways to get started. Just a small bowl in the morning with some berries and nuts on top, and you've got yourself a breakfast that's gentle, energizing, and full of life-giving nutrients. If you're lactose intolerant, try kefir or plant-based yogurts with live cultures. And if you're feeling adventurous, a forkful of sauerkraut on the side of your meal is a great way to spice things up. It's not about eating a huge amount. It's about getting that little daily dose of natural support for your body. When you include these kind of foods in your daily routine, you're not just eating. You're investing in your long-term vitality. You're giving your body what it truly craves: nourishment, balance, and kindness. And the wonderful part is, you don't have to give up the foods you love. This isn't about restriction. It's about addition. Adding more of what makes you feel good. Adding more color to your plate. More life to your years. And while food is powerful, let's not forget something even more important: how we feel about ourselves. Because here's the truth: how you eat reflects how you treat yourself. So when you choose that bowl of fruit over a sugary snack, or you saute your veggies in olive oil instead of deep frying them, what you're really saying is, I care about me. I want to feel better. I'm worth it. And you absolutely are. Your body has done so much for you over the decades. It's taken you places, held your loved ones, and carried you through every high and low. Now it's your turn to give back to it, not with punishment or diets, but with love, with nourishment, with food that energizes, heals, and uplifts. Now, if you're watching this and thinking, it's too late for me, I want to gently stop you right there. It is never too late to feel better. I've seen people in their 70s and 80s make small changes, just one meal at a time, and completely transform the way they feel. More energy, less pain, better sleep, a lighter mood. It all starts with that one decision to care. Maybe tomorrow you'll choose oatmeal with berries instead of toast with jam. Maybe next week you'll swap out processed snacks for a handful of walnuts and a piece of dark chocolate. Maybe tonight you'll pour a splash of olive oil over your roasted veggies and smile because you're doing something good for you. It doesn't have to be big. It just has to begin. And as you continue to add these longevity foods into your life, berries, greens, nuts, beans, olive oil, dark chocolate, and fermented favorites, you'll start to feel the shift. Your body will respond. Your mood will lift. And you'll remember what it feels like to have energy that carries you through the day with ease. Remember, feeling young isn't about looking like you're 30 again. It's about waking up with purpose, laughing a little louder, moving a little easier, loving yourself a little more. And the best part? These foods aren't just helping you live longer. They're helping you live better. So let me ask you this. What's one small change you can make today to support the amazing body that's carried you this far? I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Share your favorite healthy foods, your go-to snacks, or something new you're excited to try. And if this video encouraged you, inspired you, or simply made you smile, please give a thumbs up. It helps more people just like you find this kind of content. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more practical, uplifting videos all about living your best life after 60 and beyond. You've got so much wisdom inside of you, so much strength. And the best part is, Your journey's not over. It's just evolving into something even more meaningful. Here's to good food, good health, and the beautiful years ahead. You deserve to feel amazing,